Hello and welcome to today's episode of the Virtuous Woman Show. My name is Sheila Juma and we hope you're having an amazing Sunday and that you've had an amazing week from wherever you're watching us from. My name is Sheila Juma and we're so delighted to be hosting you this wonderful Sunday evening. If you've never ever followed us on our social media platforms, even after I have said it 50 million times, please go ahead and find us on social media under the Virtuous Woman Show name across all social media platforms. If you go on YouTube, you'll find quite a number of content and you can binge watch, you can grab someone and watch with them. This show is going to be quite an interesting show. We are talking about babies with babies, and so you need to sit back, relax and enjoy, but don't get blessed alone. Share with a neighbor, share the link on your social media platforms, have someone watch with you today, and it's going to be a really, really good blessing, especially with this holiday, okay? So karibu sana, thank you so much for coming. We have an amazing guest. Her name is Edwina. Karibu.
Thank you.
I want you to look at your camera right there and tell us who you are and what you do.
Okay. Hi, my name is Edwina Juma and I'm a teacher. I'm an educator by profession, and we partner with FAWE, and we are introducing the Tuseme program, which is guiding girls and young boys in order to better their lives and in order to avoid pregnancies and just have a brighter future in general.
All right.
Yeah.
What does FAWE stand for?
Forum for African Women Educationalists, the Kenyan chapter.
All right.
Yes.
It's a Kenyan-based company?
It's all over, but right now they also have a Kenyan chapter. They work in many places, so right now they're in Kenya.
All right. In
yes.
Just Nakuru County, Nairobi County?
No. Currently, they're working in 5 counties in this particular Tamatisha program. It is Tamatisha is to end, okay. So to end pregnancies, because it arose based on the COVID-19. There was a statistic that was done that many girls were getting pregnant, especially that time. So they introduced the Tamatisha program, and this program is supposed to help young girls and boys to avoid pregnancies, to get away from such things and better their lives in an educational way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's so good. Did you ever want to be a teacher? Is it something you grew up wanting?
Not really.
You just found yourself there?
I just found myself there. Okay. But as always, the God will lead you in whichever way He wants you to go, because without me being a teacher, I would not be here today speaking to young boys and girls and parents.
True. Yeah. But you love your job.
Yes, I do. I do. I love interacting with kids on an everyday basis, because they wake up with different it's the same kid, but he or she wakes up different every day. So you interact with them on a different,
learning something new.
Yes.
That's really interesting. Karibu sana, thank you for coming and being willing to share with us your knowledge on this topic. So we're talking about babies with babies, but basically teen pregnancies. Do you know, okay, of course you do, because you're here to talk about the topic, but what is considered as a teenage pregnancy? Okay,
now, a teenager is anybody under 19, under 20, so teens, okay? But it can go all the way to 10, because kids nowadays are very mature, if I could say so, they are very mature at a very early age, or they are exposed at a very young age. So teenage pregnancy could go from 19 all the way to 10, 11, 12. So depending on how old your kid is, they're teenager, they're still very young. So as long as you're not 20 and above or very mature enough, you're still a teenager.
What is the youngest pregnancy you've ever encountered?
Personally, I think maybe 14.
14, wow.
Yes, because that's like a class 8 kid. You see, class 8, class 7, they're still kids.
Very young.
They're still very young. So you can have kids all the way to class 6, but then in high school,
in high school it's more prevalent.
But they are still kids, because I know when I was studying in primary, I know there 1 or 2 kids who were pregnant. So
in primary,
oh
my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. What do you think is the common cause of teen pregnancies? Like, why are they? Maybe you can even share a statistic with us on where we are at with teen pregnancies today, and what is the common trend on why this happens?
Statistic-wise, we have, like, let's say in Nakuru or in Kenya in general.
In Nakuru or in general.
In Nakuru and in Kenya, following the COVID-19, we had thousands of kids who were pregnant. So if you look at those numbers, those are large numbers. There are thousands of kids, thousands of young mothers who are not even able to support themselves, because a baby who's having a baby, who's supporting who? So see, they're not mature emotionally, they're not mature physically, they're not mature intellectually. They still need to be guided. And now somebody is looking up to them to guide them in the same way they need to be guided. So that's still baby with baby.
Those are very high numbers.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a very high numbers. And what do you think is the cause? Because if you say the numbers went up during COVID, so is it because they were just at home with nothing to do?
Yeah, mostly because as we say, an idle mind, the devil's workshop. So if a kid is at home, nothing to do, because school engages them 90% of the time. Because like if you see, like from morning, from they're in school like from 6 to 5 in the evening, so that's a whole day. By the time they get home, they're too tired, they're going to wash their uniform, maybe have supper and sleep. Sometimes they even do homework in school because they're too tired, you see. Now when you look at that statistic, you look at they're very busy during the whole day. But now if you're home the whole day, then what are you doing? You see, because like right now we're going to have kids out for like 10 weeks because we're on holiday. Now what are the kids doing if the parents are not engaging them, maybe with craft, with art and craft, with music, with things which will keep them engaged? They'll find other ways to engage themselves. And
do you think there's also a lack of education?
Yes,
sex
I think
education.
Yes, comprehensive sex education, not just sex education, because sex education could mean go and have sex, but comprehensive sex education. And what does that mean? It means, how do you understand your body? Okay, not just how do you use your body, how do you understand your body, how do you respect your body, and now how do you use your body, and when do you use your body? You see, because your body is very unique, it's very individual to you. But then if you use it anyhow, it just becomes any other thing. So if you understand your body and you respect yourself and you say, my body, this is a temple of God. You see, God has ordained me, he has designed me to work in a particular way. Go to school, go to college, go to university, get married, have kids, because that's the order of God. But if you start fast tracking your development, then you get sidetracked.
Where do you think this burden lies, this burden of sex education? Because I think a lot of parents, especially during school times, they throw their kids to school, you know, teachers, you do your thing, and they kind of delegate that responsibility to raise their children to the teachers. But where do you think this burden of sex education lies, majority of it lies?
Majorly it falls on the parents and the teachers. Okay, because those are the two people who are like in charge of these children. They're tasked with guiding these children, because as a parent, this is your child, you want the best for them. As a teacher, you also want the best for them. So you are the two of you, and you have the most knowledge. As a teacher, I am more knowledgeable than my child's peer. Okay, as a parent, I'm more knowledgeable than my child's siblings. You see, so I am in a position to guide this child in a better way. So the challenge or the task lies with the parents and the teachers, and in that sense we also say the church, because the church is like they're teachers, because you have Sunday school and you have like many other programs in school, like camps and stuff. So all those, and when we say camps and stuff and in Sunday school, those are teachers. So
those are teachers.
So in other words, it's parents and teachers, at the end of the day.
I like that you brought in the aspect of church. That's a really good point.
Yes.
This is an African setting. Personally, growing up, some topics are taboo. They are just things you don't talk about. But in this day and age of social media, and kids know a lot because of the kind of access that they have. How do you as a parent educate your child when it comes to matter sex?
I think the first thing as a parent, what we should do, because I'm going to say we, because whether you are the sister or the mother or the brother or the uncle or the aunt, you're a parent, you're a guardian. So what we should do is, first of all, look at this child. Try to engage them on their level, because if it's a 16-year-old, try to engage them on their level. You can't say as a 30-year-old, as a 40-year-old, you have to behave the way I behaved when I was 16, you see, because times have changed. Okay, so you have to engage them at their level. Try to find if it's music they like, try to engage them on that level. If they like art, try to engage them on that level. If they like movies, take them out to movies, you see, because you're trying to create a connection and create a safe space where they can feel, I can come to my parent and talk to them. I can go to my sister and ask her, what can I do if I don't have sanitary towels? Because that's still part of sex education. What can I do if I'm a boy and I'm having wet dreams? What can I do? Okay, so try to engage them on their level. Okay, try to understand where they're coming from, because if you try to understand them from your point, your parents were different, your generation was different. But if you engage them on their generation, if you message them on Instagram, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Message them on WhatsApp. You see, don't just because they've gone for camp, let's say, don't say now they've gone for camp, now let them stay till the whole...
talk when they come back.
Yes. Talk to them on WhatsApp. Message them on Instagram. Send them a meme. Send them a reel.
Yeah,
you know,
I like
a relatable thing,
yeah.
you know, because at the end of the day, that's what they'll watch. If you find something which is educational and it's a meme or a reel, send it to them. It will communicate to them on their level, because 21st century technology, that's all they know. You see, so you have to really go to their level.
I like that. I'm actually taking notes. Yeah, send them a reel. I like that. And maybe even when my children are older, it will be something different. So you have to learn with the changing times.
Yes,
I like that. I don't know, maybe you can tell us because you're a teacher. Is there a curriculum for sex education in schools?
Not really. But maybe it should be introduced, but we don't have like this is now sex education in school. What we have is like now guidance and counseling, biology. So unless a kid comes to you with a problem, and maybe biology, we have some topics, but that's about it. And it's not really comprehensive, so because it's a lesson. Okay,
we're going to take a short break and then we'll be right back with other questions pertaining to this topic, babies with babies. If maybe you have a daughter or a son even, you can have them watch this show with you. It's going to be very informative as it is already. We'll be right back after this very, very short break.